Welcome back to the channel, man. Listen, today we're gonna be reacting to another video from Far From Average. You know what I'm saying? The title of the video is How Real Men Act. Alright, let's get into it, bro.
Men were sprayed with powerful cologne and told that the scent would make them more attractive. But some of the men in the group were not sprayed with cologne and they were not told that they would be more attractive. Now, all of these men were then shown to a group of women and the women were asked how attractive they were. Now, here's the plot twist. The men were shown to the women not in person but on video. So there was no way for the women to actually be able to smell the cologne that the men had on. Therefore, there was no way for the women to actually know that they were even wearing it. So even though the women couldn't actually smell the men, they still rated the men who were wearing the cologne as more attractive than the men who were not wearing it. Now, the simple explanation for this is that the men who had the cologne on behaved in a more confident way,
Right.
thus making themselves more appealing and more attractive to the women who watched them on video, even though the women couldn't smell them in person and become seduced by the scent. So here's the real kicker. Our subconscious mind will never actually allow us to feel confident if we do not feel good about ourselves. So what do most of us do? Most of us seek to become worthy via external sources. Or in other words, most of us look to other people to gain our confidence. Then what happens is our self-confidence becomes tied to whether or not other people like us, whether or not...
Nah, but listen, bro, listen. You see, now that's the problem for a lot of people. You try and look for the outside validation from people to make you feel good. You should feel good about yourself anyway, regardless of what anybody out there think. That's okay. Listen, you can think you're a 10, right? Somebody out there will think you're 5, you're 4, and that's okay. Right? And that's fully okay. But once tell you what, listen, I love myself. So what that person say about me will not affect me at all. Okay, I mean, it's cool if you think I'm a 4 or 3, that's all right. But tell you what, I believe in myself, trust in myself. I mean, believe in what I say, trust in what I do. You know what I'm saying? So if you have that confidence in yourself, there's really nothing people can say that would affect you in any way. Now listen, don't let it get over your head, and then you start treating people like shit. Don't do that. Like, you gotta know where you stand, and the things that you do and what you do can affect other people. Always remember that. Don't treat people bad if you don't want people to treat you bad.
other people will approve of us. Now, the right way, and really, to be honest, the only way to unlock your self-confidence is to be the man who does what he wants. Wear the clothes that you feel the most confident in, regardless of what other people think of it. Try to walk or carry yourself and talk in a way that makes you feel the most confident, even if others don't approve of it. You see, true self-confidence is a reward that is bestowed upon us by our subconscious mind, and it is only gained when we are true to ourselves and not simply by trying to please other people. You see, the greatest trick to building incredible confidence is seeking to impress yourself rather than seeking to impress others. So the more that you guys stay true to yourself, the more that you live your life in a way that is focused primarily on impressing yourself and not focused on impressing others, the more that your brain will reward you with.
And one thing, when you're constantly in the mindset that I want to impress other people, that game will never stop. It will be just a continuous game, just going till you die. Oh, I gotta wear that, I gotta wear this, I gotta wear that, just because I want to impress this set of people, I want to impress that set of people. Even in school, right? Even in school, when you go to school, right? You clearly see the people who's the followers. You're like, damn, he or she really trying to fit in with that group or that group. Because you see, they're not being themselves. They put on an act just for that set of people to accept them and say, okay, tell you what, you can be in our group. Right? But then the kid who do his own thing and stay to himself, oh, he weird. Nah, he not weird. He just, he's himself. And tell you what, they don't agree with it. And that's okay. That's totally okay. But just know you being yourself. You being true to who you are. You know what I'm saying? You love you. Right? Because people who try to put on an act just for people to accept them, you're a clown, you're a fool. Why are you doing so much just for somebody to accept you and say, oh, she or she cool? No. Just be yourself, brother. You know what I'm saying? People will hate you, people will like you. No matter if you're a good person, a bad person, people will still hate you, brother. And that's okay. Once you love yourself, that's all that matters.
confidence. And in the meantime, you guys can go ahead and give yourself an instant confidence boost with the scent that I use almost every day, and the link to it is in the description. And I swear to you, this product is the closest thing that I have ever found to something that almost instantly attracts pretty much any girl to you. And before I use it, I honestly have never experienced anything quite like it. So go check it out. I know it's probably going to be a little bit too expensive for most of you guys, but if you can't afford it right now, just save up your money, buy it later, and I promise you it is one of the best investments in yourself that you guys could ever make. And with that said,
Yo, that's the end of the video, bro. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and I'm gonna see you in the next one, bro.